we're now going on, Javier, to the Amontillado.
Yes.
I see it's in a large bottle. I'm not complaining. Tell me a little bit about this. Obviously the colour is very different. How is Amontillado made differently from Manzanilla?
Well, actually, this Amontillado was originally a Manzanilla, and if you stop that blending process, you know, Manzanilla and Fino are covered in the cask by that layer of cheese that we call floor. It's an association of bacteria and fungi.
Which is just a natural...
It's a natural thing that colonizes the wine immediately if you expose it to the air.
Yeah.
So, but it acts as a catalyzer to help with the aging and maturation of the wine.
Right. And
we need it absolutely, I mean, it's absolutely necessary for the production of sherry. Now, if you stop this blending in a Manzanilla, after a while, the floor, that layer of yeast, dies because it needs a continuous refilling.
Yeah, sort of revitalization.
So when the floor dies, the wine becoming in contact with the air and oxidize.
Right.
So before you had this pale gold color, now you have amber color after oxidation.
Yeah.
It's like peeling an apple and leaving the apple on top of the table.
And seeing it go
dark.
Right. Yes.
So the peeling of the wine is the floor.
Yes.
To deprive the wine from the floor and it oxidizes. So an Amontillado had a previous period of maturation on the biological system, the floor, and a later period of maturation, which is oxidative maturation. But Amontillado still keeps a lot of freshness from its Manzanilla origin. In this case it's a Manzanilla, but it can be also from Fino, which is the equivalent to Manzanilla in Jerez.
This is lovely. It's got a sort of slightly orangey tang to it, a slight nuttiness.
Yeah.
Orangey tang. Now, how do you describe that? I mean, I may be picking the wrong words here.
No, I would say nuttiness, but at the same time keeping a lot of freshness from Manzanilla. And what you notice in the nose more than anything else is caramel.
It's caramel, right? Yeah,
absolutely. But this is the fact
of... got a sort of citrus hint.
It's because the origin of Manzanilla. In the nose of Manzanilla, you had like a bunch of wild flowers, wild herbs, and chamomile.
Yeah. Yes.
So it still remains some of it here because of its origin in Manzanilla, and it's become more ripened, more mature. So that's why you say it's citrus or the peeling of an apple, the peeling of an orange.
Yeah, that's right. So Amontillado, you know, food-wise, if you were trying to match Amontillado to a food in your perfect world, what does it go with?
You know, my favorite match for Amontillado is a smoked salmon.
Right.
But it goes very well with a smoked ham or smoked cheese or you know, a beef consomme. Will suit very well, and if you pour a little bit
of I was going to say, that's
it's heaven.
Yeah.
A beef consomme or a kind of soup, which is, I mean, for Manzanilla you better have fish soup or chicken soup, but for Amontillado a more serious soup, like a beef or game soup.
I'm interested, you said it goes with smoked salmon. It probably wouldn't go with fresh salmon, but with smoked salmon it's sort of the smokiness counterbalances the richness and
it goes very well with fresh salmon.
Does it? I thought it would overpower it.
Salmon is strong, as you know,
and
oily.
Yes.
So they cleanse it very well. But I tell you, I prefer with fresh salmon. I prefer Manzanilla pasada,
right?
An older Manzanilla, which is less complex than an Amontillado anyway, but still very, very strong. So you need for salmon or for tuna, you need
tuna. Yes, I can imagine.
Stronger kind of sherries, you know. But a glass of Amontillado it suits any time, any occasion. I mean, in the office, when everything goes to a chaos in sort of 11 in the morning. You drink a glass of Amontillado and then everything starts to improve quite a lot.
So do you think we should do this as well? I mean, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning now.
11.
So every day I should introduce a different glass of your
You can
sherry,
always,
should I, to the start?
you can always say that in our area we say 1 before 11 and 11 before 1. and Beltran Domecq, the old Beltran, he used to run Williams and Humbert
Yes.
in the old days. He would say, you have to have 1 before 11, and if you don't, you have to have 11 at 1. And the first glass will be Amontillado or Oloroso, because it prepares you very well for the rest of the drinks coming afterwards.
Sounds like good fun. Thank you very much. That's the Amontillado.